From the creators of Relevant Magazine, this is the Relevant Podcast.
I don't know what you be saying, girl, when you be trying to talk to me, I filter out the negative, yeah, that's my new philosophy, yeah, we got us, we got art, I got God, that's from the start, can't nobody touch my vision, man, I feel like Tony Stark, when I'm, popping out, yeah, I'm popping out, I'm popping out, yeah, I'm popping out, I'm popping out, yeah, I'm popping out, yeah, I'm popping out, yeah, I'm popping out.
It's a week of Friday, December 2nd, 2016, and it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and this week's show is brought to you by Audible, a leading provider of premium digital spoken audio information and entertainment on the internet. Audible content includes an unmatched selection of audiobooks and other audio products from the leading publishers and broadcasters. Users can sign up as an Audible listener, which gives them book credits and access to short programs now playing in channels each month for a low monthly fee. Customers can download their choices and access them on their iPhones, Android, Fire tablets, iPods, or other MP3 players. Right now, I'm listening to Lauren Graham's book called "Talking as Fast as I Can: From Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls and Everything in Between," because I just watched Gilmore Girls this weekend.
I can't do it.
What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts about the big comeback?
Here's the deal. Football was over. I was by myself.
I'm not asking you to defend the choice.
I'm just saying I watched football. I did.
That's.
I went to a basketball game. I watched football.
No. Even if you didn't, you're still
I'm just saying,
exactly who I think you are.
And then I put on the 4 new episodes on Netflix, and I'm telling you, I was sucked in. It was as good as I remembered. They didn't lose anything. It was satisfying. All the feelings. I was crying at the end. Oh, yeah.
Did Rory mess up the show?
No.
I've never even seen it. It's just
you don't even know?
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
Dude, I've been like, I texted some friends like, dude, Gilmore Girls, don't judge me. But, man. Yeah. And they're all like, yeah, don't judge me. I've never seen it. I don't know.
Yeah, Bob Goff's like, who dis?
The limited experiences I've had, maybe it's only like Arrested Development, I guess. But when like Netflix brings something back, or like Full House, like both of those, I'm like, man, they really butchered this thing. Yeah. This was a cash grab. This was basically just to hype the service of Netflix, and the execution was terrible. Seriously, Gilmore Girls lived up to the expectations.
I was impressed with it on all levels. It was a satisfying story arc. The format of the 4 episodes, they did 1 per season for a full year. So you're able to traverse a full year of storyline, but in only 4 long episodes. They're like an hour and a half each.
Yeah.
Wow. And it made me want to listen to Lauren Graham's audiobook on Audible. So there you go.
Eddie seems sold.
Yeah. No. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Because that's the opening song, right?
Yes.
I hear this show a lot in my house. I haven't watched it, but this is
okay.
Here's the deal, Eddie. Just between us girls. You would love it.
I'm sure I would.
You would
I loved
it.
Glee. I loved...
Did you? It's nothing like that, but okay.
But I mean, shows that are not necessarily demographically tuned for me.
Correct.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love all of it.
Yeah,
so no problem.
Right.
The Crown. Did you see The Crown?
No, I didn't.
The best.
You should check out Lauren Graham's book on Audible.
That seems like a real pro move, but I do love Audible very much. We've talked about WhisperSync and my deep love of WhisperSync.
Right now, Audible has a special offer for Relevant Podcast listeners. They are offering you guys a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. You just go to audible.com/relevant, browse their unmatched selection of audio programs, download a title for free, and start listening. It's that easy. Yeah. Go to audible.com/relevant and get started today. Like I said, I'm your host, Cameron. Here with me in our Orlando studios, back, thankfully, Eddie Big Cat Koffoltz.
Cameron, good to see you. Quite a sabbatical I had.
It was rough. It was rough.
No, it wasn't. It was
over there,
great
joining us in studio today, Chelsea Steele.
Hello, everybody.
On the ones and twos, our illustrious producer, my brother, Chandler Strang.
Hello.
And on the Skype line, all the way from Loverland, Virginia, Jesse Carey.
Hello.
Still love that.
Was that too coming in too hot?
Coming in a little hot. Hello. Hi. Here I am.
Okay, so
I've been here the whole time.
We have a great show for you guys today. Coming up later, it's the Christmas season. It's officially right now the second day of the Advent season.
Hark.
And Louie Giglio, the founder of Passion and the pastor of Passion City Church, is joining us. He has a new book out on Advent that just released, so he's talking to us about that.
That guy's an animal. Is this his second book this year?
Yeah, he did. He's prolific. Yeah, and he's pastoring. And then the week after Christmas, after New Year's, they'll have their Passion Conference. You know, 70,000 college students will show up in Atlanta.
And
or 80,000.
And the End It movement, changing lives.
Yeah.
They're all over it. I love Louie Giglio. Advent. I can't wait to read his book.
You don't need to buy the book. You can just listen to the interview coming up later.
Oh, does he slowly recite the whole book in the interview?
Well, it's like an Audible experience.
Yeah, it's an 8-hour
just-
interview.
it's like
You're gonna love that.
It's like the Gilmore Girls.
It's like the Gilmore Girls, Lauren Graham reading Louie Giglio's Advent book.
Actually, it's his book starts with about 4 chapters on his journey through Gilmore Girls. It's a weird way to start a book on Advent, but drew me in.
Oh, I love Advent, man. I love this time of year. It's so great.
I just got a Advent calendar for Cohen. We do, last year I did one that had the old candy and all the doors.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were at the store. We noticed that Lego Star Wars does an Advent calendar.
What?
And so
No way.
he's doing it. He is. I'm telling you, the whole thing about waiting, anticipation. Day one, he was bargaining with me. Could I just kind of do a couple ahead? And I'm like, no, that's kind of the point, buddy.
Right.
And then, the moment he wakes up every morning, he runs to the Advent calendar, and it's just a little Lego thing or a little. It's brilliant.
It is
But
brilliant.
Lego has 3 different Advent calendars for kids.
Oh, really?
They have a
Is
girls one,
it
a
candy
city-
or is it like toys in there?
It's Legos. It's little Lego sets.
okay.
Wouldn't that be a bummer if it was a Lego Advent and it was just like
Here's some M&Ms.
yeah, here's like one of those row-on tattoos or something. It's like you
Well,
want
like I
Legos.
said, whenever growing up, I had, I think I've said this before, but we had, whenever there's like an Advent calendar in our house that had candy in it, I would maybe make it into maybe the second week of December, and just in a moment of weakness, just ripping open every one of those little windows on that fake, set of row houses and just demolishing that cheap chocolate. I just couldn't help myself.
Also coming up later on the show, one of our favorite bands from LA, LANY, is joining us.
Yeah.
Hey, are you friends with them?
I am friends with one of them.
Are you?
Cool.
Are you the
Yeah.
sort of?
Like, could you text him or her right
I
now?
could. Les Priest. Hey.
Cool, that's neat.
Are you friends with a lot of bands?
Yeah, I lived in Nashville for 4 years.
How do you be friends with bands?
Like, how did that just occur?
So what do you live in Nashville? But what does that mean?
I
you were
think-
just down in the coffee shop and you said hi to them? Like,
Yeah.
how do you become friends with a band?
But I picture the way you're describing it, Cameron, that Nashville is basically just a large version of the coffee shop from Friends.
It
where people
is.
just kind of hang out and come and go.
Here's
and
the thing,
chit-chat.
Jesse. You're not wrong. That's for a while when I lived there, I was really curious how anybody made any money because a lot of people are just hanging out and sipping on coffee.
So
all
what
day.
is the answer to that question? Because I've had the same question.
Yeah.
I think, truly, if you just get to know people in your community and a large part of your community is pursuing music, you're bound to wind up with a couple friends who are doing music and who become musicians. Like Lauren Daigle. Hey, girl.
Who
So
are
you're saying befriend them pre-fame.
Yeah.
And hitch your star to their wagon.
understand.
Hitch your wagon to their star.
I say encourage them. I would like to think that I play a small
but
part
your
in people's success
but your
stories.
strategy is befriend them pre-fame.
Totally.
and
I
then
don't wanna
you're
be a bandwagoner.
Then you're a legit friend. I
and
get it.
our whole friendship, they'll never have to wonder, is Chelsea only friends with me because of my fame?
No, all your
They'll-
non-famous friends will wonder, is she just being friends with me hoping that I'll become famous?
I prefer famous friends. I just feel like they're so much more
So very
famous.
interesting.
Do you give them a deadline too? If you're like,
Yeah.
listen, if you're not famous in like 2 years, we're not gonna be friends anymore. I don't have like the
Yeah,
emotional capacity for not famous
can't
friends.
carry you
longer than
along.
that.
Yeah, I just heard your Kickstarter EP and it was trash. So time to move on.
So I've deleted you from my phone. I want you to know.
Yeah, I need you to move to the other side of Nashville where all the, tourists go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stay in this cool coffee shop with no prices on
New
the
number,
wall.
who dis?
Yeah, new number. Who's
Question also, Chelsea. This is
Yeah.
an audio platform. People don't see what I see, but I see that your hand is broken. What happened?
First of all, thank you for pointing that out. Second of all, I went skateboarding over Thanksgiving and I had a minor accident and I fell and I broke my wrist.
So it's not that minor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? Like, were you doing an ollie or like a sweet staircase or something?
I really wish it were something noteworthy that I would feel cool telling people, but
Yeah.
I was just cruising and my wheels are not that great and I hit a large gap in the sidewalk.
that's hard.
And my board stopped and I went tumbling forward and my wrist caught the fall. And then
Were-
I
were you
tumbled down a
wearing-
ditch and up the other side.
Were you wearing
yikes.
Tony Hawk branded protective gear?
I was
like
going to say,
helmet?
what's confusing about this story is you would not have been injured had you wore what is appropriate for all skateboarders.
Yeah.
Which
Right,
is
right.
full wrist, elbow, knees, helmet, and face guards.
I, for some whatever reason, left the house without the wrist guards. I just forgot them, and
Do you
I thought,
normally wear them?
no.
Oh,
No, you don't.
Well, now you will.
Do you have like take your purse and your phone and stuff with you? Did it all go flying?
I had my phone in my back pocket, and my skateboard went flying after I flew off of it.
Yeah, because it's still got the trajectory.
Yeah.
And you're kind of pushing your feet off, and you got a whole mess. It kind of looks like you're doing a perpetual thumbs up, though, the way they...
I might take a hitchhiking.
At least they gave you like a very optimistic cast.
Yeah, she's basically the Facebook logo right now.
Yeah, it's like, how you doing? I mean,
Right.
thumbs up, I guess. I mean, physically, I can't do anything but thumbs up, so I guess that's what I am.
It's interesting.
It's like a football player that they're carting off. It's like you literally have no choice but to give the fans a thumbs up. So we're just going to receive that.
Why didn't they give you a cast? Why did they wrap it?
They wanted to give me a cast, and I have had my fair share of casts, and so I begged and pleaded, and they said...
You've had your fair share of casts.
How many?
Maybe like 7 to 9.
Wow.
What?
Like one per stepmom.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm actually pretty...
Sorry.
I knew that was going to come back up today.
I'm so glad. They're all listeners, so hey guys.
Hi, moms. Thanks for listening to the show.
They love you. My dad really appreciated the Rod Stewart joke, and he has been trying to figure out how to use Photoshop so he can put his face on a picture of Rod Stewart.
I feel like maybe we could just crowdsource that for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably pretty easy for
Awesome.
someone out there to
Great.
do.
Umbrella Art, if you could handle that.
I know. I'll tell listeners this. I have a large cache of Rod Stewart photography that if anyone needs source material, just shoot me a message. I have terabytes of the stuff.
Yeah. Well, sorry about your wrist, pal.
So,
It's okay.
so have any of your famous friends reached out to you with sympathy and condolences
Who are
on
they?
your plight?
Just give me more of your famous friends.
This is feels
Basically, all we know is
gross.
I know
Flurry,
about
Lauren
that?
Daigle, and the guy from LANY.
1/3 of
Right.
LANY.
Yeah.
I know all of them, but I think I would only reach out to one of them via text.
Have any of them reached out to you knowing your plight?
Yeah.
About my wrist?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Those are not friends.
I posted like
Those are acquaintances.
Okay, I have 0 friends then because no one's really reached out to me about it.
Wow.
Like,
She says with a smile, with tears.
She says it giving you an awkward thumbs up, and you can't tell if it's voluntary or not.
I don't know what to make of it.
Oh, man.
I think I posted a picture, and I'm assuming every single person who liked it was saying my condolences.
Yeah. I think that's the way you can sleep at night.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Not
no,
feeling
I think
alone in
they
this
were just
world.
mimicking what the position your hand is in when they were clicking like.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the only thing they were doing there.
All right, well, moving the show along, we have a lot of territory to cover. It's time for our weekly look back at what happened in culture and entertainment. It's time for...
In case you missed it.
Okay, so, there's this thing that happened the day after Thanksgiving. They call it Black Friday.
Oh, I thought it was something different.
What did you do?
I went to my first cycling class.
Oh,
Like a spin class?
Like
Spin class.
Or were you learning to
Was
ride
it
a
one of those
two-wheeler?
arena ones where it's like all blacked out and like super... Was it crazy?
The hardest thing by far I've ever done. It was
Yeah.
so hard. But
Yeah.
it was really, really fun. It was all black, so you could be as ugly as you needed to be in the moment, and no one would see you. So that's good.
No, hey, but Eddie, don't you feel? Because I've gone to Dana's like super into these, so I've
Yeah,
like.
you went to one when we were all on vacation together. I was like, "What are you guys doing?"
I know. I begrudgingly went to one, and I sit in the back corner so that I can be the one judging and not being the one judged. Like, there's literally no one who can see me. Like, I sit in a position where I can observe the room and just sit, and I cheat the whole time too.
Wait.
Where they're like, okay,
Never
crank
turns
up the
the
resistance.
resistance.
I'm like miming it, like, okay, I'm cranking it up. It's really
There's a
hard
point
here.
of resistance on a bike where I just start to feel the vomit start. Like I'm like, all
They
right, pull
should
it
give
back.
you a barf bag on the side
It's
of that
the worst,
bike.
man. It's really, really hard. It was really fun, but
It's
How
agony.
hold
It
on,
is
I've never
agony.
done something like that. How do they push you to that point?
so they
Like,
just tell you like, all right,
They're
stand up.
shouting at you.
They're like, she's on a microphone. The lady at the front.
So it's kind of a drill sergeant method.
Yeah, now this lady I like because she's not, I don't like to be yelled at. She's just like
Yeah.
giving firm instructions and being encouraging, like 30 more seconds, keep pushing. And then she's like, all right, click the resistance up and it goes up one more. So you're like balancing against, so some people start much higher and then it's like.
Eddie, can you be honest with me real
Yeah,
quick?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Because I cheated the entire time and I never clicked up the resistance. Did you cheat at all?
I didn't, but my baseline changed as I went on. So at first I'm like halfway resistance and then cranking it up. And by the end of it, I'm just like going from 0 to like 0.01 to 0.02. So yeah, I guess I cheated. It was good. The music was good too. Fame. The soundtrack from Fame. Almost.
You're discouraging me from wanting to go back even more.
When I did it, they did Watch the Throne. That was
Fun,
from start
what
to
it's
finish.
called.
That was our whole class.
Oh, that's kind of a great
I
one.
loved it. Every minute of it.
Mine was, I guess, was good because it was Fame, and then a lot of the Immaculate Collection from Madonna, and then they ended with that Bon Jovi song where the guitar player sounds like he's kind
Eddie,
of throwing
you
up.
could not have described a worse possible playlist.
No, when you hear Fame at 9:30,
Oh, they ended it with the old Bon Jovi song. Oh man,
Got people lining up the door.
I would just dive off the bicycle, hopefully rupturing my eardrum in the process.
I got one of those sweat V's, that's pretty cool. Like when people are cool working out, except it went so far down and hit the bottom of my shirt. And so it was just, I was dripping out the bottom of my shirt.
Ugh.
That was as gross.
What is a sweat V?
You know how like cool guys that like work out and like movies always have that cool V of sweat on their neck?
I see what you're saying.
Well, I
yes.
got one. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm sweating the right way. But it just kept going. And then I was disgusting.
Well, in case you missed it, the day after Thanksgiving was a day people like to call Black Friday.
Praise him.
So there's this inappropriate card game called Cards Against Humanity.
Love it.
Very popular with
Only sociopaths play that game and own it.
It was designed for Eddie, I feel.
Anyway, last year for their anti-Black Friday joke, they actually last year just asked people to send them $5 in exchange for nothing. Like you're throwing your money away anyway. And they raised $70,000 and they just kept it.
That's insane.
So this year, they had a totally different anti-Black Friday campaign. People from around the world went online and gave the makers of Cards Against Humanity $100,000 for the sole reason of wasting the money on a giant hole.
Yeah.
They promised to just keep digging the hole while donations came in as users watched a bulldozer dig via webcams over the weekend. So much money came in that they kept digging until Sunday. Yeah. On their website, they posted an FAQ to explain what was going on or why they were wasting the money. So one of the questions, is there some sort of deeper meaning or purpose to the hole? No. Why aren't you giving all this money to charity? The answer, why aren't you giving all this money to charity? It's your money. Is the hole bad for the environment? Answer, no, this is just a bunch of empty land. Now there's a hole there. That's life. Final question, what if you dig so deep you hit hot magma? Their answer, at least then we'd feel something.
I have like really mixed feelings about this because on one level, on one level, I just think it's funny. Like I think it's ridiculous, and I laughed. Like I actually tuned into the webcam for a little bit. And just the sound of the bulldozer rolling around digging a hole for hours and hours. Something about that struck me as like super funny, but also it kind of made me sad that I thought it was funny because I know that they're just. I mean, I get it that like that's $100,000 to like marketing costs because it's a funny campaign and people are talking about it. But still, I mean, I was looking at the amounts that people gave. Like some people gave like over $1,000. Like these are just individuals out in the world that thought the best use of their $1,000 was to perpetuate a kind of a twisted joke.
I love the sociological experiment of it, right? But then I can't get past like preemptive love coalition. I'm like, why don't they?
But that's what that's what they're saying. They're like, why aren't you giving it to charity? This is your decision, is your money.
I know. It just kills me. How many wells is that? How many? But whatever. I understand. It was funny.
In case you missed it, the Mary Magdalene biopic starring Joaquin Phoenix as Jesus is officially happening. This week, the Daily Mail posted pictures from the set.
Baby boy. Just keep going. I'm just doing the music underneath.
It stars Rooney Mara as the biblical figure alongside Joaquin Phoenix as Jesus. It was first announced that Phoenix was in talks to play Jesus earlier this year. So according to Deadline, the film is going to offer a humanistic portrait of Mary Magdalene, with a studio executive explaining, quote, her story will give audiences a chance to experience the cultural turbulence, human passions, and devotional beliefs that set in motion so much of modern history. The movie will debut sometime next year.
Ever since Joaquin Phoenix did that movie that was like a joke, what was it called?
I'm not here.
I haven't trusted him. I'm like,
he's not really Jesus.
I know.
Eddie, this one's not a documentary.
But I bought that movie hook, line, and sinker. I totally did. I thought, poor Joaquin Phoenix is really
like he's
lost
having
it.
a meltdown.
Did
Yeah.
you
and then
really?
and then I found out it was all a joke.
He just pulled a Kaufman. I mean, Andy Kaufman.
I understand. And I get the joke afterwards. I'm like, well, that was fantastic.
That Letterman, before we even knew what was going on, that Letterman performance was like a moment in TV history.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it truly was. Because it was just so weird. Like, and because you could tell like Letterman wasn't quite sure what's going on.
He wasn't in on it.
And Letterman's a hard guy to throw off too.
Yeah. Well, that'll be
I will
good.
say this though, real quick, some of the pictures you can go to relevantmagazine.com to see some. Like in some of them, these are like pictures that just people were taking on set because they're filming out in like the farmland of Italy. And every time that he's not on camera, he has a cigarette in his mouth, and it's very jarring to see Joaquin Phoenix dressed as Jesus, but with a cigarette in his mouth. Like I don't know if I'm going to be able to see the movie seriously because that image is so ingrained in my mind at this point.
Yeah. I think he's a very good actor. I mean, it really ups the street cred of that movie, right? Like, I mean, Jesus,
Totally.
of course, is great, but you can always have a bad actor playing Jesus.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's awesome. I'm curious to see what
Pearl
his
was
Jesus
incredible.
is having a real comeback. I mean, he had Ewan McGregor play him this year.
Oh, yeah.
And now Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, Jesus is really hot now.
2016 has totally been
hot
the
right
year
now.
of Jesus.
So hot right now.
This is the year of our Lord. Can I proclaim that?
Oh, no.
You can proclaim that. I see
Can I
that
say
hand.
2016 is the year of our Lord? Is that blasphemous? I don't think so.
No, I see that
I don't
hand in
think
the
so.
back. Amen. I see it.
Okay, in case you missed it, this week, leading up to Thanksgiving, Stephen Colbert decided to stop by Butterball's call center where they have the turkey talk line. And he gave people terrible advice how to cook turkeys.
Wow.
Oh, I love
Here's
this.
a clip.
It's in the oven, and it's an hour less than the required cook time.
Yeah, that happens a
And
lot.
the meat thermometer is saying it's at 188.
Whoa.
188?
So, yes.
Get out of there, it's going to blow. 188? There's no way you want a turkey that hot.
That's what I'm saying,
That's
because I
crazy.
followed the time on the instructions.
What's your name?
So, why are you asking me my name?
I'm trying to calm you down. You seem like you're in a panic.
Said you were a turkey expert. When they answer the phone, you're described as a turkey expert.
Well, that's mostly marketing. I apologize. Again, I apologize
You
to the entire
tried.
company. Butterball Turkey Talk Line. This is Steve. How can I help you?
Oh, I hope you can. This is really a question about stuffing.
Okay, do you call it stuffing or dressing?
I call it stuffing.
Okay, wrong answer. Bye-bye.
180 degrees.
The clip obviously was reminiscent of when like David Letterman would go trolling Taco Bell customers when he would work the drive-through window.
That was awesome.
That was great.
Doesn't that feel like it would be so fun to do?
Here's a clip of Letterman trolling Taco Bell customers.
Can you do me a favor? It's my lunch break, and I haven't had a chance to get anything to eat. Can I ask you to get me a little something to eat?
No?
All right, here's how this will work. You order for me a burrito supreme, okay?
For you?
Yes. We're not allowed to order our own food. Okay, what would you like, ma'am?
I told you the 3 cheese beef belt.
Anything else?
And your stupid thing, whatever you want, but I'm not paying.
You don't think that, no, you misunderstood. I'll pay for it, but you have to order it. All right, it's a burrito supreme with no meat. Okay, try it again. What else, ma'am?
Burrito supreme with no meat.
All right, fine. Thank you very much.
I miss Dave. I miss Dave like when he was on the Late Late Show before everybody knew him, and he was just not famous enough to be.
You're such a hipster. You like it before it gets popular.
You understand.
But I feel
comedy
like though this is more Colbert's lane because this is more like Colbert Report stuff where he's just like messing with people outside of like just being talk show host Colbert. Like I feel like he's really funny on his feet, kind of messing around with people.
Yeah.
He did a great Fresh Air interview, Stephen Colbert did recently with Terry Gross, talking about how like he didn't know what he was doing at the beginning of the Late Show and didn't understand and had a hard time escaping his character and has kind of figured out how to be himself. And the show has gotten, I think, a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started kind of rough.
Yeah, real rough.
In case you missed it, this week Martin Scorsese met with the Pope to screen his new film, Silence. He visited the Vatican and screened it for 400 Jesuit priests as well in a private audience with the Pope. Ironically, it was 30 years ago that the Catholic Church leaders condemned Scorsese's controversial film, The Last Temptation of Christ, which they called morally offensive and said nothing can be gained by viewing it. Silence is based on the novel by Shusaku Endo about the 17th century Jesuit priests facing severe persecution for their faith while serving as missionaries to Japan. A trailer for the film, which stars Andrew Garfield, Liam Neeson, and Adam Driver as missionaries, debuted this week and shows glimpses of graphic religious persecution and martyrdom. In a recent New York Times interview, Scorsese discussed how he wanted to become a missionary as a young man and has been trying to make the film for nearly 30 years, saying he believes the delays were part of God's plan. Quote, "It's all in God's good time. We don't know why, but this is how this picture got made. It had to be this way." In a recent interview with Relevant, Andrew Garfield said that he deeply studied Christian writings in preparation for the role, including Trappist monk Thomas Merton.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew said, I quoted with Merton so much because he seems to always be on the knife edge between faith and doubt. He seems to understand that the opposite of doubt isn't certainty, that living with doubt is just as much a part of living with faith as faith itself. Silence releases later this month.
Did you guys watch the trailer?
Yeah.
No.
It looks phenomenal.
It was stunning, and like some of obviously I guess I know I'm pretty familiar with Martin Scorsese's catalog, and he doesn't shy away from showing violence.
His LL Bean catalog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's mainly just cool black glasses in the catalog. Yeah. It's like a Warby Parker catalog.
Yeah.
And hair product, but. No, but I know he doesn't shy away from violence in his movies, but the kind of teaser hinted that this is going to be unflinching, and it's going to show some really difficult things when it comes to religious persecution. I think it's going to cause a lot of stir when it releases.
I love it because Martin Scorsese would never sell out on the artistic piece of it, so like you just know it's going to be worth your time.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see his take on a Christian topic.
Well, he did. It's called The Last Temptation of Christ, and it was condemned by the Vatican.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just tell, like, he knew when he was cutting that it was not going to be roundly
How did he get
applauded.
a screening with the Pope after an experience like that?
It's the same reason in that era my parents boycotted Disney because of that movie, and then all of a sudden, a few years later, we're just kind of going to Disney again without anybody talking about it.
Well,
but they were really talking about how they're boycotting Disney because of this awful film, because Disney distributed Last Temptation of Christ.
Right. Interesting.
And so, but all of a sudden, just, hey, we're going to Disney this weekend.
Yeah. All of a sudden, on that
They're still saying Merry Christmas at Disney, so...
They're not afraid. They're not afraid. I would never even whisper Happy Holidays. I say Christmas.
I really hope they don't serve Starbucks there because Lord help me.
Okay, well, that'll do it for...
In case you missed it.
Stay tuned. Up next, Slices.
Wild heart, we are unpredictable. Shivers break the silence in my soul. Stop me, stop me, stop me before I hurt myself. I'll be colder when it's over. I'll be colder when it's over. 'Cause I used to think we'd have it all. It's not that simple anymore. Colder, colder. When we're lying in the dark, can we see the truth? When we're strangers to the world, tell me, can I lie to you? When we're lying in the dark, can we make some love? And then maybe we can stay naive. When we're lying in the dark, can we see the truth? When we're strangers to the world, tell me, can I lie to you? When we're lying in the dark, can we make some love? And then maybe we can stay naive. Or we can stay naive.
You're listening to Laura Welsh. The song is Naive, which is all of us. At the beginning of the podcast, okay, get this. You heard Social Club Misfits. It was a cool song.
Yes.
It's called Pop Out Revenge. It's featuring Amari.
It was awesome.
So we played, part of the song. About 2.5 minutes into the song, though, something else happens. Here, let me play
A
it
pop
for
out,
you.
if you
Here
will.
you go.
Okay.
Like a Caesar fam. This real life, no makeup. When I write it down, you better know it.
feel like I'm back on the bike.
School and that school zone, so ever slowly.
Here you go. Ready?
Yeah, sweat deforming,
All in the room like an elephant. Magazine that up irrelevant. Gossip and rumors irrelevant. Stay away from those who telling it.
So the line was magazine editor relevant, and I don't and Chelsea. I was picking out the music right before we walked in here, and Chelsea was in my office, and we're like, "What are they saying about relevant?"
No idea.
Because
Let's break down this verse real quick because I have
that's
some questions.
Okay, so Chelsea, pull up the lyrics for me if you don't mind.
Let's do our own little rap genius breakdown right here.
Okay, so here it is. Here's the line again.
This real life, no makeup. When I write it down, you better know it. Caddy riding that new school and that school zone so ever slowly. This that new ocean, a way to swim. All in the room like an elephant. Magazine that up irrelevant. Gossip and rumors irrelevant. Stay away from those who telling it.
Okay, magazine editor irrelevant. Gossip and rumors irrelevant. Stay away from those who telling it. So are they saying that relevant, or the magazine editor relevant is the one saying rumors and stay away from it?
And which editor are they talking about
Specifically, here? I would like to know who they're accusing.
They better not be talking about the advice column.
Or are
they heard that the advice columnist said that you can't be friends with the opposite gender, and they really said some hateful things about him on the Facebook thread.
I don't know.
Can somebody read the lyrics to me? Let's really break down
the full verse and starting before the elephant.
Okay, yeah, we need the complete context because
I think
otherwise we need Chelsea. I'm sure you're friends with them. You're gonna need to call them up here, and we're gonna clear
we
the
should
air.
call them on the telephone right now and demand an answer.
I feel like Cameron, you're pals with them.
Yeah,
I've never met them. No, that's not true. We Andy Mineo, Propaganda, and the Social Club Misfit guys and I went out for wings one night.
There you go.
Yeah. I have this is important though, Cameron. Were you dropping gossip and rumors at that?
No, I don't think I was, but now I'm wondering.
You were, and now they're throwing shade. Okay, here's the full verse. It says,
No, let everybody know full context. We covered them in the last issue of Relevant, the one that's out right now, because their new album, and we were big fans. So we love these guys.
They were on the podcast a couple months ago.
Yeah,
I have been, but I will say this too for people that are on. I've been publishing a lot of unsubstantiated rumors about them on the site for a few months that are just about their personal lives.
Very personal, like deeply personal.
Most of them, I've been accusing them of a lot of weird crimes, but I don't know what that has anything to do with this.
And a lot of medical history. All right, so give us the words.
The full verse.
It says, this, that new ocean, I'm ready to swim, all in the room like an elephant. Magazine editor, relevant, got some new rumors, irrelevant. Stay away from those who tell it, man. I write down what I feel when I'm feeling it.
So here's my theory. My theory is they were writing a line and used the word elephant. And we're like, what rhymes with elephant?
Yeah.
And they just had to figure out a way to use the word relevant.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm reading into this a lot, and I think there's an elephant in the room, and that elephant in the room is the editor of Relevant, whichever editor that is, and that person. I don't know if the room that the elephant is in is a wing place or not. I wish we had clarity.
I gotta say something else.
Who's to say?
I feel like the irrelevant line was much more crafted, and I feel like the lines before it were sort of like runway lines.
So you're saying
were teeing that up. They had the whole gossip thing down, and they're saying what rhymes with relevant? Oh, elephant.
Right.
We'll lead into it with something about ocean and elephant.
What's the first line again?
The one I read from was that new ocean, I'm ready to swim.
So that's not a really pointed line. It's sort of like a setup line. What's the second line?
Okay.
All in the room like an elephant.
All right. That's just sort of a metaphor for nothing.
Like there's an elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Right? And that's gossip and rumors.
Right. But we haven't really described what the subject is yet. Line 3?
Magazine editor relevant.
Now we're talking about the subject. Line 4.
Now it's personal.
Got some new rumors, irrelevant.
And now they're going to give the advice to what they just said.
Stay away from those who tell it, man.
We got to get them on the phone.
That's it.
There is
okay,
no
I think I've peeled back one further layer. I am on Genius right now. Do you guys go to Genius much?
I am on Genius as we speak.
I live it.
I'm on Genius right now, the lyric annotator. And an unreviewed annotation from an anonymous contributor has said this about the line. Some people tell false rumors, but Fern says don't listen to them because they're not important. Also, he is saying stay away from people who tell those rumors. And I'm reading into it here. The annotation doesn't say this, but the editors are relevant. Very
That's
personal.
what I'm saying. Like for us, or is he saying like, hey, magazine are relevant? Like we're just telling y'all, like stay away from rumors. Not that we have perpetuated.
Well, what if he's not talking about Relevant, the magazine?
Relevant
he's
is
talking
capitalized.
Magazine editor,
It's
comma,
message
relevant.
sent loud and clear, Chandler.
All right.
Yeah. Here's where
Plus they were in the magazine.
Here's what I got where we got to land.
Yeah.
I want you to be right. I want it to be, but it sounds incendiary.
Doesn't it sound like we've published some sort of rumors and they're saying stay away from relevant?
Did we?
It does.
It sounds like that.
Yeah, except you don't publish rumors, so that's the only thing. Is like
I can't think of what we could have done or said that they would be advising people to stay away from.
Yeah.
We got to figure this out.
Maybe it's saying
Well, we gotta get to the
in
bottom of this
general,
one.
magazine editors are trying to stay relevant by printing new rumors.
Oh, that actually
And it's
is,
saying like, don't believe the hype.
that could be something.
So it's not referencing us.
Relevant magazine.
No,
But,
this is
but
per-
who
no,
reads
no,
magazines?
this is
magazines. Hold on.
That's
Magazines,
what-
just like newsstand, like
Yes,
celebrity
yes,
mags
yes,
on the
yes.
news, like your checkout line.
Yes.
That
stuff.
is the second most plausible theory.
But why do you say magazine editor?
Number
relevant?
one,
Because you know what, this
personal
honestly,
insult.
this makes me want to go and finish the stories that I've been publishing about what bad people they are. Completely unsubstantiated.
Yep.
All right. Well, we have our new Toby Mac beef. So
Yeah. We're beefing. We are beefing.
Yeah, we're gonna have our own response rap song next week.
it'll be set to. It'll be like a mashup with Fame.
Yeah,
The song Fame.
and it'll be much slower because
Can't
it's
wait to hear
hard
your
to
verse,
rhyme
Eddie.
that fast. It's hard to write that many words.
Yeah, well, there you go. That just caught my ears. I was picking out. I legitimately love this song, and was
You
gonna
said
put it on
loved, right?
Yeah.
Past
Past
tense.
tense.
there. And all of a sudden, if you keep it playing, they say something. I
Beautiful.
don't know what they say, but they say something about us. There you go. Okay, well, it's time for slices. What do you have,
Right.
Jesse?
All right. Well, this is a story that blew up I had so many people send me this on Twitter, send me private messages on Facebook.
it is 90% of my mentions
Makes
is this.
It's
story.
this story, and
It's
I
almost
feel,
like we set up a Google alert, but it's just a.
It's
It's
just
our
a
life.
podcast listeners.
So just for context, if in case you're new to the show, 2 years ago we did a little stunt where to raise money for charity water, I subjected myself to a week's worth of Nickelback, and ever since then, anytime there's a Nickelback related story, people like to send it our way, and I feel that I'm forever obligated to bring Nickelback news when it hits the global press. So police in Canada, in the town of Kensington, are using Nickelback to deter people from crime. They posted a message on their Facebook page, and they wanted to let people who were thinking about, who are, quote, dumb enough to feel that they can drink and drive, that they will catch you, and when they catch you, on top of a hefty fine, a criminal charge, and years of driving suspension, will also provide you with the bonus gift of playing office copies of Nickelback in the cruiser on the way to jail. Now, no need to thank us. We figure if you're foolish enough to get behind the wheel after drinking, then a little Chad Kroger and the boys is a perfect gift for you. So there are numerous and countless ways, reasons to not drink and drive. It's a terrible thing to do. But hopefully this can be one additional deterrent. But my fear is this, guys. It's a slippery slope from here. Like, if law enforcement starts using Nickelback as a form of punishment, where do we stop? Like, I feel like possibly a line has been crossed here.
My concern, though, is that this is a Canadian police force, and that the people up there, all of a sudden,
careful now.
Word gets out that, like, hey, if the police pick you up for this egregious crime, you're going to get not only a nice warm ride to the police station, in a heated vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to play your favorite band the whole way there. This is it's like a party bus.
Yeah, this is like the
encouraging
Uber.
people
This is what you want.
integration with
It's like a 5-star Uber ride.
Right.
Wow.
Because you did this horrible thing. I think they're encouraging Canadians.
No,
that's what I think.
No,
I think they'll
here's
love
what
it.
I've learned from, and if there's any source that knows, sadly it's me. I've endured the psychological torment that these criminals are in for, and even in Canada, no one can withstand. No human should withstand and can withstand more than a song and a half out of city.
I think that
is a
Canadians take a great amount of pride in their hometown hero Nickelback becoming a phenomenon.
Here's the thing: they think they do, but they're only used to hearing one song on the radio, and maybe they're like drawn in a little. I'm telling you, you can't make it before more than 2 songs.
That is Dave Matthews.
Dave Matthews Band.
And that is a very good band. And that would be a treasure.
No, this would be like
That'd be an honor.
if Floridian police picked you up and played Dave Matthews as torture. Eddie's going to go out there breaking the law.
It's so good. I was just doing the Tim Reynolds part. I thought you were going to keep singing, but whatever. Shockingly, we still have Canadian listeners, which I just can't believe they haven't boycotted the show altogether. But
I can't believe they have the internet.
Oh yeah. Oh, we get it up here.
Sure,
we get
yeah.
it 9 months a year.
If I was allowed to go to Canada, which obviously because of my past with their national treasure Nickelback, I'm not welcome on that side of the border. Sure. But I would be afraid that if I got picked up for anything, like I could be littering or something, I could be like throwing old parking tickets on the ground, and they would pick me up and they would take me to jail and subject me more to this because they've already shown they're willing to cross a line that I'm pretty sure, like the Geneva Convention has clearly outlined we cannot do.
You're
subject people to.
Hold on, you're equating like there's torture tactics like waterboarding that have been outlawed by international law.
Yeah.
Other torture tactics. You're saying that like forcing Nickelback on people is a sort of torture tactic that you think that violates the Geneva Convention.
Clearly, I think it was
obviously
it was drafted for stuff just like I said, it's psychological. It's not physical torture. It's psychological.
Yeah.
It tortures your mind and your ears. Which here's the thing: some scars don't heal. Trust me on that.
I think that the severity of the crime should dictate which Canadian artists you listen to. Like if you're caught littering, all right, fine. It's just a Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me now. Like it's going to drive you crazy.
That's awful. I won't litter again.
It's not. Yeah. It's just it's bad enough to go like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
But you step it up a little bit, and now you're
at like Avril Lavigne.
You're at Avril Lavigne world, and then finally the ultimate. Like if you do something that is basically a capital crime, it's all Nickelback.
Please, I'll do anything, officer. Please, any restitution. Just tell me. Turn it down. Ow!
Yeah, I didn't know the guy. He pulled a knife on me. It was self-defense. Please, anything but that. Yeah, Nickelback.
Makes sense. All right, what do you have, Eddie?
Well, first of all, I'll start with an opening question. Do you guys know where New Zealand is?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
I guess we're all learning. Where would some of you say it is? Like it's generally around Australia, right?
I would say it's to the northwest. Is it south? Never mind. I don't know where it is.
Maybe I don't know.
Do we have our analytics? Has anybody?
South?
I'm pretty sure it's south. Yeah.
South goes towards Antarctica.
So we don't really know where.
And the bottom tip of New Zealand is very, very cold.
I think
you're right. I think it's
south
west.
I like that you all said yes, and now it's completely fallen apart.
I know that when I play Risk, I start there and start my world conquest from that corner of the globe. So I know
in my head, it's northwest of Australia toward like Thailand and stuff. In my head, but I think it's south because it gets cold at the bottom.
So a New Zealand man in 2010 came up with an idea. He started a Secret Santa with anybody in New Zealand who wanted to be a part of this Secret Santa. They have to be on Twitter. And what they did was this guy.
I thought your slice was about where New Zealand is.
Oh, generally.
Were you going to answer the question?
Oh, I don't know where it is. I'm
looking it up right now.
I was getting some information for myself.
It's definitely it's southeast. I already looked it up.
Okay.
Fine. This was more informational for me so that I could start the slice. Yeah, look, there it is. It's an island.
Zoom out.
Google Maps. Zoom out. Oh,
it's southeast. Way southeast.
Way southeast of Australia. I wonder how far that is. So, started this kind of countrywide Secret Santa, and the New Zealand Post has taken the reins after catching and hearing about this scheme. And a total of, as of the publishing of this article, though I'm sure it's much more at this point, 2,000 people are taking part. So what they do is they mention on Twitter and hashtag that they want to be a part of it. The rules of it are you can't buy a gift that's more than $10 and you can't ask for anything you want on Twitter, but you send your present to a central location and they will assign you somebody else on Twitter. So the article says that you have to do a little bit of light stalking to find out about that person, but then you buy a gift, you send it in, it's assigned to another Twitter user, and then that Twitter user gets a gift from a random person who kind of found you on Twitter. And so some of the gifts that came in were awesome. Like this, there was this one that the woman got a book, and there was a note on the front of the book that just said, "You have a really weird Twitter," and she just got her book. There's another lady who talked about how she just started gardening, and the lady got a garden hose nozzle, and it was like this really sweet thing. But all of New Zealand is available to participate in this Secret Santa gift exchange.
2,000 people did it.
2,000 people.
I bet if we did this with our podcast listeners, we'd have more than 2,000 people.
I think.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Go
ahead. Let's do it. Is there a way we can do it? Wouldn't that be so fun?
Not automatically. That's a tough thing. It's like, that sounds like a manual enterprise.
Yeah, because you'd have to have someone like sorting the gifts and stuff.
Yeah, the other hard part of it too is the New Zealand Post says, quote, it accepts no responsibility for the inappropriateness of gifts. So basically,
oh yikes,
they're acknowledging there's going to be weird
Nickelback CDs is what you're saying.
Right.
So
which international law prohibits you from sending more than 2 at one time. It's the Postal Service greatly frowns upon that. So.
But ironically, right now you can get. I mean, they don't cost more than $1 anymore, so you can get 10 albums for $10.
Yeah. It would be fun to do a secret
They sell
Santa.
them in that. They sell them in that bin at Walgreens where you can buy like 4 Steven Seagal DVDs like in one box for like $7. That's where you buy the Nickelback stuff. By the way, who's going to Walgreens to get a prescription filled and stops by that DVD bin? Who is buying those? I've wondered that every time I've gone in there. Who is going to, like I said, to get like I don't know,
Every
like
single one of them.
Band-Aids and comes out with 3 old Ernest
You better
movies.
believe it. Yeah, that's
Who?
my father.
Your dad?
Yeah, when Blockbuster went out of business, he bought every single DVD there was available. And if he goes to Walgreens, you better believe he's walking out with at least 5.
Wait.
Does he watch them all?
He has like a nice. He's retired, so maybe.
Did he buy out the inventory of an actual Blockbuster?
Yeah, like a lot of them. We have, and they're all the movies that like were on. So we have like 8 old school unrateds that no one's ever gonna open.
Titanic and stuff. You just have like weird Blockbuster era movies.
My favorite thing about Blockbuster was the used bin that when they were
was so
like
fun.
pushing out, and it would be like $3-5. You could buy a movie.
Yeah, What Women Want, that Mel Gibson movie where you can hear women talk.
Yeah.
A great movie.
Yeah, I love
By
it.
the way, I think if I'm not mistaken, which maybe I am because it's been a long time, I think he gains that superpower, but isn't like a
falls in a
toaster fall into
bathtub.
a bathtub or something?
I think it's a hairdryer. Yeah.
That was there's a whole series of movies like that. When John Travolta was, he gets struck by lightning and all of a sudden he's like super smart, but he's going to die. So he's like helping out the mailman. What was that movie called? It wasn't Michael. That was part of the John Travolta.
That's where he's like an angel. It was at a time when it was like totally acceptable to put an implausible sci-fi twist in an otherwise normal drama.
Like Splash.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Was it?
I love Splash.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, cool. I get it. Daryl Hannah's a fish. I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
it's like someone came up with the idea, hey, wouldn't it be funny if you had Mel Gibson? He could hear the thoughts of women. And then people are like, well, that's impossible. That's just not something that happens. No, it makes total sense. A hairdryer falls in a bathtub while he's in it. So that's fine.
What could
they
possibly
figured that one out.
Yeah, that's how it happens. So no big deal.
Because women use hairdryers. So
right.
And
bathtubs,
their powers,
so-
their powers come from that.
Look who's talking. Then baby just talks.
No, the best is Look Who's Talking Too, which it's the pets that are talking at that point.
Yeah, you're like, oh boy, but definitely.
But I feel like that's the quality of movie they're selling right next to like packs of gum and cases of Gatorade, and they have them there for a reason. Somebody is buying them.
Yeah.
Well, interestingly enough, my dad's fridge is full of Gatorade.
Is it?
Every flavor.
So your dad's keeping Walgreens in business.
The mystery of your family just gently
It's
unravels
evolving.
a week at a time.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
here's the
stay
other thing
tuned.
too, and I haven't noticed because I have a Rite Aid right down the street, and occasionally I'll pop in if I need something that they sell.
You're so lucky, dude.
They have, I know, it's a pretty nice area. I got a Rite Aid
that's
just on the
awesome.
corner. So I've noticed in Rite Aid, they have like a whole line of like sweatpants and stuff. That there's an aisle that is this is true. There's an aisle in the Rite Aid by my house that is almost entirely clothing. And it's mainly sweatpant and sweatshirt variety. But again, they're stocking it because someone is purchasing this. Someone thinks, man, I need some new clothes. I need, I've worn out the clothes I have.
Yeah.
I need something fresh to wear. I'm going to head over to Rite Aid.
Or maybe they're in there. Maybe they had to go and rush to Rite Aid because they were sick. They need some emergency medicine or gauze. They had an accident. They fell off a skateboard. They're in there for medical supplies.
Yeah.
And then they see like, oh my goodness, there's blood all over my shirt.
There you go.
Look, they sell sweatshirts.
And they're thinking, I'm going to be bedridden for a couple days. I better buy this copy of Jean-Claude Van Damme's Time Cop to kill some time. Because
Good one.
clearly, I'm going to be laid up for a while.
Have it.
Hey, I have some breaking news. We do this podcast. It's pre-taped. I don't know if the listeners realize this.
I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, this is not
I always
a
look
live
for it when I get
experience.
back in the car,
Yeah.
and I keep waiting and waiting.
Live right
But
now.
somehow, when you're close to somebody, you have kind of a connection, an ESP thing sometimes.
Yeah, I understand.
8 minutes ago, our buddy Propaganda,
a rapper,
just tweeted, all y'all make fun of Nickelback, but 30 million albums ain't sell themselves. Some of y'all fronting.
Oh snap!
Wow.
Why
he's not
is
wrong.
okay?
80%.
I know he's a friend of the show, but why is he involving himself in this? Trust me,
He
this is
essentially
not
sticking up for-
something you want to tango with.
The question
People
is-
don't understand.
Is he sticking up for Nickelback, or is he calling out people fronting on hating on Nickelback, but you secretly like him because you're buying it? And he's not endorsing Nickelback. He's just saying you guys are fakers. Or is he actually sticking up for Nickelback?
I have a question.
I think he's
Okay.
okay.
Would Propaganda be a good person to help us understand about this lyric?
He's friends with Social Club.
But I feel like he's the right start, right?
I don't know. He'd be like, just ask them.
Fine.
He would send me their number.
That's what I'm saying.
he would do.
We can get to the bottom of this.
By next week we'll have mystery solved. Maybe even have them on and have them explain themselves.
I think we need to. I think because honestly, this is if we don't, this is going to become like a George Costanza thing. I'm not going to be able to let this go.
All right, what do you have, Chelsea?
Hot Slice, everybody. Talking about the hottest toy selling this year for Christmas 2016. It is called a Hatchimal. And a
Hatchimal.
Hatchimal. Like
Hatch them all, but like put together?
Hatchimal. So it's like
a
hatch
like
combined
a hatchery
with
combined with
animal.
like a mall.
Hatchimal.
Hatchimal.
You're saying mall like MALL.
Just one L.
Just clarify.
Hatchimal.
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 Animal. Hatchimal.
Clearly this toy's
Hatchimal.
not for us.
Well,
What does this toy do and why is it so popular?
The reason it's called a Hatchimal is because it is a little egg that you give a child, and if it is taken care of well, a little stuffed animal from the inside will begin to peck through and eventually hatch.
No.
Yes.
It's like a Tamagotchi.
It's like a living Tamagotchi that if you take care of,
Whoa. But what is actually on the inside?
a stuffed animal that is like interactive,
like a
and
robotic?
lights up.
It's like
they
Westworld.
have owls, they have birds, they've got it all, really.
Does the animal thing then grow?
No.
Okay.
Does it become self-aware and want to kill you?
Is it self-aware? Does it have memories of previous owners?
Yeah. Does the animal know that it's all a game, or does it think?
Yeah.
It's
Does it know
real?
it's just a part of like a sick video game for rich people? Does it know? Does it know?
I
Is
think
there a
they're
maze?
waiting
Is
for
there a
all of the
maze?
psychological development for like the Hatchimal 2.0. You
So
know?
we're all watching Westworld. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
it is what
understanding.
we've all picked up on. Or Mr. Robot.
Because we got real deep into those jokes right away.
How in demand is this Hatchimal thing?
It has sold out everywhere, and people are reselling them for a minimum of $600.
No.
How much did it cost originally?
$50. And then they rose prices to $60. And they were huge.
That's like Kanye shoes.
Yeah. Huge Black Friday sales. I'm picturing a Jingle All the Way situation, that Sinbad movie where the dads fight for the toy.
Only you would know that because your dad has 9 copies.
Watch them all.
Oh yes, the
special features.
You would not
How have you not
believe
seen
the
that?
deal you can get on Sinbad movies at the Walgreens by Chelsea's house.
In different country codes for different DVD players.
It's great cinematic adventure. I encourage everyone
Chelsea
to watch
went
it
in to
this
get
holiday.
a new wrist brace and came back with a wrist brace and 12 Sinbad movies, 6 of which were never released in this country for various reasons.
Right.
What is cool about this whole scenario is that moms are uniting on Twitter using the hashtag Hatchimal. I'm so aware of saying this word now.
Yeah, just hatch them all.
Yes, and to figure out where they can get these toys
I
and
thought
not
they
be
were going to
price
boycott,
gouged.
but no, they're
No.
dialing it in.
Where some people
banding
see
together.
the opportunity to provide their, presumably, I guess these are children's toys, their kids with a lifelong memory of the year that they got the present everyone else wanted. Other people like me see an investment opportunity. I'm. Just in case this Beanie Baby thing comes back, I'm
ready.
I took out an additional student loan and have 2 storage units right now.
I have a Tickle Me Elmo in the attic, ready to go.
Yeah.
Right now,
I have a Furby.
it is on eBay for $1.50.
Wow.
So I'm going to get my
So
money
I'm
back.
hoping to recoup at least a little something.
Yeah,
there.
I got
Just
buy
a
it now
moral
price
victory.
of $18. Hatchimal.
Yeah, so who knows what the future holds for Hatchimals, but
It
right
makes
now,
me want to be like a toy inventor because I feel like there's obviously these guys know something that we don't. They're just coming up with like a weird little thing, and it's skyrocketing in value. I feel like I could sit around long enough and come up with some weird robotic animal.
The movie Big made me want to be a toy inventor.
The robot thing, because Tickle Me Elmo was maybe one of the first ones of these sensations, and that's a robotic animal thing.
Yeah.
Teddy Ruxpin back in the 80s.
Oh, Teddy Ruxpin.
Little robot bear.
Teddy Ruxpin is back.
Is he?
They have a new version of him this year. I don't think it's caught on as the manufacturer hoped it would, but it's pretty cool.
Oh.
They changed the eyes. The eyes are now little tiny LED screens, so he can blink and look
That's
around.
like the Furbies.
Yeah, they're extra soulless now.
I had a Teddy Ruxpin.
Furby.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had one.
Mm-hmm.
They were
Don't you
the
put
best.
little
The tape player in the
Yeah,
back?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
I never had one.
little tan overalls?
I've told you my Teddy Ruxpin story.
No.
God, I was out back. I was out back with the Teddy Ruxpin, and I was sitting there letting it parent me, and it was telling me stories, whatever. And it's just talking, and it's like, "Hi!" And then I went into the forest and found my friends. And all of a sudden, like, as it was Florida, and it was in the summer, and it was so hot out, its eyes dropped back into its head cavity, and all I saw was like little twitching, like the ends of a motor in there. And all I remember of Teddy Ruxpin was running inside, screaming, but like screaming like a real guttural, deep, like really like trauma-filled scream.
Look at you and go, "We are Legion." Like that happened.
Join the army. So my mom, and I just remember screaming to my mom, "Teddy Ruxpin!" And that was it. I never saw it again. Apparently she went out and disposed of it. So it was rough. So
I came in the other room and it was playing a Ouija board. It was super creepy and weird, but you've heard that thing.
All right, well, that'll do it for Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, Louie Giglio joins us.
Baby, got a face like fire. Always trying to get mine. Just stay still till I say it's over. Baby, got a face like fire.
You're listening to The Japanese House. The song is Face Like Thunder. That was actually my high school nickname.
Japanese house?
Face Like Thunder.
That'd be a great name for a basketball player.
Yeah.
Especially if he's on the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, really, that's a perfect name.
Yeah, it would be.
This feature segment is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a landing page, a beautiful gallery, a professional blog, or an online store, it's all included with your Squarespace website. Building a site with Squarespace is easy. You can use one of their best-in-class templates, whether you're doing a store or any other type of site. They have seamless commerce tools, great customer support, and a free custom domain. If you sign up for a year, you'll get a free custom domain included. You can start your free trial today at squarespace.com and enter offer code RELEVANT to get 10% off your first purchase. There you go.
I love it. That's what I use for LaCroix Over Boys.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because I didn't know how to make a website, and everyone said that Squarespace was the most user-friendly.
I think
they were right.
I think her brain works in t-shirt puns, because yesterday
It does.
she sketched
All the
out
time.
something. It said a t-shirt. It was like a t-shirt outline, and the words on it said "more issues than relevant." I was like, that's funny.
That's
pretty funny.
Thank you.
Yeah. If the person who sees the shirt knows that Relevant is a magazine, it makes total sense.
I'll tell you.
If they don't, it's like
I'll tell you some people who know who Relevant is. Those rappers.
social misfits.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
They
We
do
need
not
to
want
get
this-
them on. Like I said, I haven't stopped thinking about it. It's really bothering me.
Louie Giglio is a pastor, author, and founder and director of the Passion Movement, a global movement centered on worship and bringing millennials together for spiritual awakening. In his latest book, Waiting Here for You, Louie looks at why the Advent season is about more than just celebrating holidays. It's about teaching us what it's like to wait on God, and that's why the kids can't open all the toys at once on the Advent calendar, and how it can give us a new perspective on the message of Christ. Here is Louie Giglio.
I wanted to talk a little bit about your new book about Advent. What made you want to write about that as a topic?
Well, honestly, I hadn't thought a lot about Advent until I was a pastor. We planted Passion City Church 7 years ago. And I just, a lot of what a pastor does is they try to keep pulse with the seasons. And Christmas comes fast, and before you know it, you're blowing into January. For us, we always have a big event typically on January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. So we're steamrolling to that. people get floored. They get crushed by Christmas. It just comes, it rolls, and sometimes it leaves us in the dust, and we don't ever really get to remember what it's about. And it's not just the celebration of family and holiday and all of that. It really is. It's stronger than that. It's the undergirding reality that God comes through on His promises, that He's faithful. And I could see that in our people, that we needed something to help us slow down and again be encouraged and lifted up by the power of a promise that God has made to us. And so we started celebrating Advent as a church. We started doing, daily emails. We started kind of roughing out some of the ideas that are in Waiting Here for You, just as a family. And after doing that for a few Advent Advent seasons, we put that into the book, and our family has done it, but then we sort of launched it out to the world as an encouragement to people who maybe are not in a tradition of Advent. Like, I didn't grow up in that tradition, but I've come to really understand that getting ahead of the curve when it comes to Christmas is the key to embracing and celebrating the power of a faithful God who fulfills His promise.
For other people who maybe grew up similarly to you, not celebrating like the Advent season and the Advent calendar, what does it actually look like from now leading up until Christmas?
Well, it can look like a lot of different things, but mostly what it looks like is understanding that, historically for centuries, the church has celebrated Advent beginning the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So basically 4 weeks leading up to Christmas Day, and embracing what Advent is all about. And Advent means expectation. So there's an anticipation locked into the Advent season. Obviously, the anticipation for kids is that Santa Claus is going to come down the chimney in a few days, and that's going to be amazing. But obviously, the story is bigger than that. And the story is that we are waiting for the completion of God's promise in our lives. He said, faithful is He who started this good work, that He's going to complete it in you. And how do I know He's going to do that? How can I trust Him when it doesn't seem like all the plans that I've had for my life, or even some of the ones I think God has had for my life, have come true? And so Advent is a 4-week journey to pausing every day, looking into God's Word, and remembering that even while we may not see God at work in every single turn, we have confidence because of Christmas that God keeps His promises, and that through all of the seasons, He's working to accomplish what is best for us, what's for our good, and what's for His glory. So it's for daily reading for me. It's a daily Advent reading that's rooted in Scripture with a reflection and a meditation. It just helps me keep linked and staying rooted in that idea.
Now, a lot of that, and as kind of the title of the book hints at, a lot of it is about waiting in this sense of anticipation, which seems these days as sort of almost a countercultural value, where people, we live in such an on-demand culture where people just want what they want now. Do you think there's an underlying spiritual value and benefit to taking the practice of Advent seriously?
Well, obviously there is. There are natural laws that we're all locked into today, and the natural law and spiritual law both are interwoven with the idea that the very best things in life take time. So no one has ever gone out in a fall season and admired the changing of the color of the leaves like we've just had in Georgia. I know in some parts of the world, like Florida, that's not as big of a deal. But, in Georgia, it's amazing. If you're in New England, it's phenomenal. If you're seeing the aspens change color in Colorado, it's breathtaking. But no one has ever gone out and enjoyed the changing of the color of the leaves without there first being trees that are 100 feet tall, that have been growing for decade after decade after decade. And sure, a little tiny sapling in your yard has leaves that change color, but not on the magnitude and with the palate that the forest does. And so no husband or wife has ever said, we want to have a baby, and the next day they got a baby, unless there was some radical adoption story that took place. Babies take 9 months. That's how, give or take a week or two, that's how long it takes to get a baby. And, that's true of everything in life. Everything great in life takes time. And so this is a spiritual principle. It's rooted in the natural law. And Advent helps us remember that. And waiting, obviously, no one wants to wait. And in the culture that we live in, I feel like I'm wasting my life if I have to stand in this line for 30 minutes. I'm texting somebody. This is taking forever. And so somehow we've equated 3 minutes with forever in the language that we use. And actually 3 minutes is 3 minutes. It's 180 seconds is how long 3 minutes is. And not a lot of great things happen in 180 seconds. And so Advent helps us slow down. It helps us remember that waiting isn't a waste. Because when we're waiting, God is working. And it's the true message of Christmas. When we're waiting, God is working. For these 400 years in between the end of the Old Testament, the beginning of the Gospels, which, I don't know if there was no voice from God, but there's no recorded voice from God. There's no recorded prophet. There's no recorded vision. Maybe there was, but it's not written down for us to know. So from the end of the Old Testament to the beginning of the New Testament are 4 centuries of silence. But God was working every day in those 400 years to tee things up for the arrival of Jesus. And I say that to people who are, leaning into Advent right now. God is working every second of every day to align things to accomplish His best for your life.
In writing this book and kind of, really delving deeper into your understanding of Advent, what was the biggest thing that personally surprised you in this journey?
Well, I think what surprised me was, the discipline it takes to wait in a few moments' time to sit in the Advent moment. This is a tough season, and you have to fight even for the 10 minutes or the 15 minutes to think about waiting because, it's like I don't have time to wait on God. Yeah. And I don't even have time to wait with God. I've got to get going. And I think that is the perpetual struggle of life. And it doesn't always have to be a side note, like I'm going to go sit in a quiet space with God for 15 minutes. I mean, Advent can very much be on the train, on the way to work with God, in the flow. But I think just getting in touch with the fight of stillness and the fight of allowing our minds, our hearts to rest around who God is and what He wants to do in our lives. But I think the other side that surprised me was just when I arrived in I remember the first year I really took Advent serious. Arriving into Christmas Eve with almost a newfound faith, a newfound confidence, more than I ever anticipated, of being able to face the rest of the coming year with this new sense of having ballast in the boat of God is faithful and God is going to come through. Not just tomorrow when we rally around and read the Christmas story again, but in 3 months from now when everything looks dark and I'm in my Bethlehem wondering, what's going on. It strengthened my faith. It encouraged me in my own sense of confidence in God. And it's done that every year that I've taken the Advent journey. And I anticipate it will do that every single time that I do. Be still and know that I am God is still the invitation that changes the tone and tenor of our lives. And that is the invitation of Advent.
That was Louie Giglio. Check out his new book. It's called Waiting Here For You. It's out now.
Running away is easy. It's the leaving that's hard. Running away is easy.
You're listening to Bad Bad Not Good. That was my high school nickname. The song is Time Moves Slowly. It's featuring Sam Herring. LA-based trio LANY combines 80s-inspired synth pop with indie rock sensibilities, creating a sound that's garnered a global following and landed them a recent opening spot on Ellie Goulding's UK tour and coverage and relevant. We recently talked with LANY about how they started making music together, the inspiration behind their latest EP, Kinda, and what role faith plays in their music. Here is LANY.
You are number one, baby. I like you lots. I think everybody knows, baby. I like you lots. You are my number one, baby. I like you lots. I think everybody knows, baby. I like you lots.
Do you all feel that the content of what you're writing about now is different? Obviously, not only just living in a different city, but you all are in totally different phases of life than you were when the band started.
I don't know that it has changed much. Paul's very like visual writer, so obviously the things that you see out in California are very different than the things you see in the middle of the country.
Totally.
And I think for the most part, he's still writing about love and similar concepts. So I think we're still just in the same vein.
Yeah. Am I starting to hate California? Why am I in LA? 40 million in California. No one cares if I stay. Am I starting to hate California? Why am I in LA? 40 million in California. Because I'm so in love with this place.
Who chose y'all's name, LANY?
I think that was Paul. I think he had originally envisioned like it actually just like not being sounded out, just like people saying LANY. And then I think we just discovered it would be easier just to say LANY, even though most people still don't get it right. People are usually like, do you say Lonnie or Lanny? So
LANY. Is there a track on this new album that you all are most excited about?
I'll probably say Yeah, Babe, No Way. That was our very first song that we did in our Malibu house. So when we moved out of our one bedroom in Hollywood, we moved out here, or out to Malibu, and we were finally able to like set up drum set. And like Les is a baller engineer, as you know. And we're all like, hey, now we can mess with like drum sounds and stuff. And I remember that because Les and I were just like surfing around with ideas one day, and we like decided on like, let's just do an up-tempo thing. And that happened to be the groove of Yeah, Babe, No Way. And then Paul came up and like wrote that guitar part. There's like a little hook in that. And I don't know, it was like a really special memory, and that was our first go at it in Malibu, and I just freaking love that song.
Same.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Everything was better when you would call and I'd be like, yeah, babe, we should talk about love again. Every night I'm wide awake, I almost call you, then I'm like, no way, oh no way.
Does faith play a role in your music at all?
Duh, Jake, tell her about your Instagram post this morning.
Oh yeah. I think that's how like I met Paul through like people I knew in Nashville, and like Paul was leading worship and working with some artists that had been like the Christian world, and that's kind of how I knew Paul, just like a man of faith, and I knew Les was the same, and so we all just started as friends that were believers, and then one day we started a band, and so I think that's kind of a major role, just like in who we are and our character. And like we like to huddle up before each show and pray, and that's just a really important thing to us. Just kind of throughout the chaos of the tour and everything, just have a moment together every day where we just pray, and that's really important to us.
What does success for you all look like for this album and for your time with LANY?
For me, I always just wanted to create things that people actually wanted to listen to. So the fact that we've been doing this for over 2 years now is amazing to me. And even if like this was our current level of success, if it stayed like this for a long time, I would be thrilled, because I never once imagined that we would be playing for, 1,000 people in DC, and I'm in love with it. So I feel like we are successful right now.
Yeah. I think for us to create something that people enjoy and that we enjoy ourselves, and to be able to do that for a long time is just the greatest gift. So I'm ready to keep going. I hope we get to do it for a long time.
I need my current location to be your current location. Fly back to me. I need my current location to be your current location. Fly back to me. Fly back to me.
That was LANY. Check out their new EP, Kinda. It's out now.
No, I mean, definitely check it out. It's called Kinda. Don't go half in. Yeah, right. That is the sum of their fears realized when they were naming the album. They're like, we just hope nobody makes that dumb joke.
No, but see,
I'm always here for you.
I love that. I like the bands who name themselves Free Beer Tonight. So when they like put it on the marquee of the venue.
Great joke.
I had a friend in high school. They named their band To Be Announced, which just didn't work well in the marquee.
Oh.
It accomplished the exact opposite thing.
Nobody showed up. Yeah.
I want a list of everybody's high school band names.
Great. Red Letter. Next.
Cool.
Last Adam.
Last Adam.
This is pretty cringeworthy, but I had it was a pop punk band for very brief. It's so terrible. It was called Lap 7. Because that's when the walls of Jericho came down. Bam!
No!
Bam! We did it.
No! You're kidding.
Here's the thing. Here's the weird thing. Tooth and Nail Records never called us, which I still to this day am baffled by.
That is a shame.
Because I feel like that was the era. I mean, we were just waiting for the call.
Lap 7.
I don't know why. I still
Cover music.
still don't
Great.
get it.
Bring the house
We
down.
are the worst. All of us.
Red Letter, Last Adam, and Lap
Red Letter made me speechless.
Let's have a
I still
reunion
can't believe
show.
it.
Just all
Absolutely. We'll have a little punk
need to
rock
stream
show.
it.
For real, we need to have a reunion show of those three bands.
I could easily get my band back together.
We would get 10,000 people there.
Find those guys.
I could get 10,000 people there.
Yeah, 15-year-old me, that would be my dream. That would be a big deal.
Jesse, think about Lollapalooza, any music festival where there's a big crowd.
Yeah.
The bands bring out surprise guests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys would bring out your surprise Kevin Max, or you would bring out your surprise, I don't know, guy from some emo band.
Yeah.
Chris Carrabba or something.
Yeah.
I don't like my mom. Chandler. That's how your
People
whole
love it.
band.
A direct single.
People would love it.
So you've heard of us.
Yeah. Your demo was
Last
fantastic.
Adam. I got you. I bought. It's weird. I think your CD was jammed between a couple of
In the
Seagal
bins at
DVDs I
Walgreens?
picked up at Walgreens.
Yeah, me too.
I checked it out. Pretty good. Good stuff.
All right. Well, stay tuned. Up next, feedback.
Explore the dynamics of becoming a thoughtful, engaged Christian leader at the Vancouver School of Theology, located on the beautiful campus of the University of British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. theological education involves losing yourself to someone greater than yourself. For the sake of Christ and for the love of God, VST includes all learners who demonstrate a capacity for leadership and ministry in the church for degree, diploma, and certificate level courses and programs. To learn more, visit www.vst.edu.
So it seems.
You're listening to Maggie Rogers. The song is Alaska. I wonder if she's going to do one for every state, like
I hope so.
Like Sufjan did for
like
two.
Sufjan said he was going to do, and did 2 and got bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still have hope though.
Okay, well, it's time for your feedback. Last week, we asked you. We got talking about somebody dropped the God told me to end this relationship bomb, right? And it got us talking about really bad breakup, excuses or situations. So we asked you guys for your worst breakup stories. It's the season of really bad breakups. So you guys went over to the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com. You guys hit us up on Twitter at Relevant Podcast. Here's a few of our cringeworthy favorites.
This was my absolute favorite. It's from Brandon on Twitter. He said he called the girl to break up. Her dad answered and informed me she wasn't home.
Well, no. Say that how old he was. Okay. I mean,
he was in 4th grade, which is just savage, cold-blooded. Yeah. He called a girl to break up. Her dad answered, informed me she wasn't home, and asked if I had a message for her. Yep. I love that
dude. So the dad had to do it.
This one is weird. This is, I lost the Twitter handle. Anyway, before my wife met me, her boyfriend broke up with her because he wanted to, quote, focus on his paintball career.
Yeah.
What?
So sick, right, Chandler?
Mike Murphy said that he broke up with his college girlfriend halfway through a road trip on her birthday. It was a long 6-hour drive after that.
What is going through his head at that point? Because I get it. Like if, he feels like during this trip together, I have to break up with her. Why would you halfway? Or why wouldn't you wait till the day after his birthday?
Maybe she was wanting to hold hands and stuff, and he's too honest, and he just couldn't fake it.
Yeah.
He felt like the right thing to do was...
That's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Matthew Tumulty said the saddest breakup, he witnessed a woman tell her husband she wants a divorce in the Starbucks line, and he broke down crying.
Oh,
why would you not just go through a drive-through? Riley did a little quick one. Riley Castle said that I told her that I was moving, but didn't move for another 2 months and just never talked to her again. So it's like the eventuality. It's
what if you ran into her at the Walgreens? You're there looking through the DVD bin.
He kept it very, very low profile.
Restocking your sweatpants, and oh man.
Yeah, sweatpants are running low.
Oh, there's my ex-girlfriend.
I gotta say though, those sweatpants are probably super comfortable.
You think?
I do.
I think they're I think they're Gildan or something, like real scratchy, cheap stuff.
I actually had this thought last time I was in there. I looked at it and I thought, like, if I want to make a bet with someone, and like the penalty for the person that loses that bet can only wear stuff they purchased at Rite Aid for the period of 1 month. Like, I feel like that would be like a bet I really wouldn't want to lose, but one that I would like to be a part of.
Hey, maybe that's your next psychological endurance challenge. Maybe it's you have to live off of a Rite Aid for a month.
The only hard part would be the clothing, which it wouldn't be that hard. It'd just be really comfortable. I would get a lot of those V sweat stains, but you need a
lot of hot pockets.
Yeah,
and
the t-shirts are sold in like 12 packs, so I'm not really worried about running out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's more feedback. You should check out the episode page. It's pretty sad and funny.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for this week's
editorial question of the week.
Well, earlier we learned where New Zealand is. And
I still am not sure that we know.
So this question of the week is, where is New Zealand?
Generally, don't give me latitude and longitude. I have no context for that.
So they're on New Zealand, they're giving away presents to each other. They're doing a nationwide Secret Santa, and it got us thinking about Secret Santas and White Elephant, Dirty Santa. There's a bunch of names for it.
Yeah.
Gift giving. And so we want to know your best, either Secret Santa or White Elephant or whatever you call it, gift giving story, whether it's something you received or something you gave.
Maybe best can also certainly mean worst, which then becomes best.
Most memorable, most worth contacting a podcast about.
Yes.
That would be the criteria.
One time I got, this is true, the entire Tremors trilogy. Are you guys familiar with the film Tremors about those worms underground? Like, I have zero doubt that they went into a Walgreens to get a Starbucks gift card, thought the Tremors trilogy was a better deal, picked that, and I got it. No one traded from it, and it's never been removed from the cellophane.
Wow.
So we don't want your sweetest gift you've ever been given.
Yeah.
We want that $10.
Nobody cares that you got a little locket of your grandma's ashes and you keep it around. Nobody cares.
Or you got a Harmonal or Haminal or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Hatchimal.
Hatchimal.
A $700 Hatchimal. We don't care about that.
I got a knockoff Hatchimal, a worthless knockoff Hatchimal. It's spelled with an E. It's worthless.
So there you go. Hit us up on Twitter @RelevantPodcast or post your gift stories on the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com. Before we go, 'tis the season for giving, and right now all month long, we're doing special pricing if you want to give Relevant as a Christmas gift this year. It's on sale, and it's a gift that keeps on giving, and you get, what is it? They're $5 a pop cover, like you bought it at a newsstand, so times 6. So it's like $30, and it's only $11 right now. So
once again, I give you my offer that maybe we should look over the budget here, because I don't know how that's possible. But
$11.
I trust you.
I did the math on this one, and I don't know how it checked out. So just trust me. I'm good. I'm good with numbers and calculators and spreadsheets.
We got it.
No, it's why we're very grateful for the advertisers who sponsor our shows, because we don't know how to make any money and pay people otherwise.
I've botched a lot of accounting decisions here that I'm still not sure how the spreadsheet thing works. But $11, what's done is done.
Yeah, it is. You get a magazine.
Our loss is your gain. Head over to relevantmagazine.com and you can give a gift, or you can subscribe for yourself. I think you'll like it. You'll get instant access to the iPad editions. And when you give a gift, it's not going to spoil it. We're not going to email them. We actually give you a kind of a gift card thing and that you can give them or send them or whatever. So, well, like I said, many thanks to our sponsors for making the show possible, because magazine subscriptions sure don't. Remember, at Audible, you can get a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. Just go to audible.com/relevant. And also, thanks to Squarespace, you can set your website apart and start your free trial today at squarespace.com. And enter offer code RELEVANT to get 10% off your first purchase when you decide to sign up. Thanks to our guests. Louie Giglio's book is called Waiting Here For You, and it's out now. And also, thanks to LANY, their EP, Kinda, is out now. It's not kinda out now. It's out now. It's just called Kinda.
Yeah, it's kinda. There's one song. It's kinda.
A single is out. An EP is kinda out.
They're still uploading it. It hasn't gotten there yet. It'll get there.
I'm looking at right now, and the bars are 45%. So don't count on the whole thing. You'll get kind of.
Yeah, it's under the somewhat label.
On that note, we'll wrap it up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Eddie. Yeah, I guess I'm Eddie Kaufel. Sometimes.
You're kind of Eddie.
Kind of, marginally. I'm Eddie.
I'm Chelsea Steele.
I'm Chandler Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
We'll see you next week.
This that new ocean away to swim. All in a room like an elephant. Magazine that up irrelevant. Gossip and rumors irrelevant. Stay away from those who telling it. I write down what I feel when I'm feeling it. Capital Records, the label we dealing with. Do you realize what you're dealing with? If you're all up in your feelings quick. You've been bought with a price, so you innocent. You're the son and daughters of the risen king. That's in the win on the winning team. This for them days we ain't have a thing. We read the songs that you have to sing. We filter out all the negative, honestly, our new philosophy firmly.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Connect with us on Twitter @RelevantPodcast and get bonus material from this episode and more at the podcast section on relevantmagazine.com. And don't forget to check the magazine out. It's available on newsstands and at the iTunes App Store, or you can subscribe online at relevantmagazine.com/subscribe.
Popping out, yeah. I'm popping out, ayy. I'm popping out, yeah. I'm popping out, ayy. I'm popping out, yeah. I'm popping out, yeah. I'm popping out.
Please, I'll do anything, officer. Please, any restitution. Just tell me. Turn it down. Ow!